As a 911 dispatcher, I thought I heard it all, but last night's call still haunts me. As a 911 dispatcher, I've heard just about everything. The panic of house fires, the chilling calm of someone trying to cover up a crime, even the heart-wrenching cries of people facing their worst nightmares. But last night's call still haunts me. It was around 2:30 a.m., the dead of night. The phones were unusually quiet. I leaned back in my chair, trying to keep myself awake with a cup of stale coffee, when the line lit up. I clicked my headset on and gave the usual greeting. 911, what's your emergency? For a moment, all I heard was static, thick and heavy. Then, a voice, barely above a whisper. They're inside. I straightened up, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. The voice was soft, like a child's, trembling with fear. Who's inside? I asked, my fingers already moving to trace the call. There was a long pause, followed by soft sobbing. They're in the house. They're watching me. I glanced at the screen. The call was coming from a rural address, deep in the woods, miles away from the nearest town. Are you alone in the house? I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. Yes, the voice replied. But they're here. The sobbing continued, and my chest tightened. I flagged the call for immediate response and relayed the information to the officers. They were a good 20 minutes away. I kept the kid talking, asking simple questions, trying to get more information. But something felt wrong. The voice didn't sound quite right. It had an echo to it, like it wasn't coming from the phone, but from somewhere distant. What's your name? I asked. Another pause. Then, in that same trembling whisper, they said, You know my name. My fingers froze over the keyboard. Something about the way they said it chilled me to the bone. I checked the call log again, but no name was attached to the number. Who's there with you? I pressed, my heart pounding. The sobbing stopped abruptly. The silence that followed was thick, suffocating. They're here, the voice whispered again, barely audible. They're right behind you. The line went dead.